Hello, I am so glad you can join me today. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Guys, guess what's in the air? Valentine's. Valentine's now is just a couple weeks away, and I wanted to get started early and show you some special dishes that you can make for your loved ones. Okay, we're gonna be making this yam right here. If you've never seen it before, in the islands this is called yam. This is white yam. Over here it's called Maine. It's called by a different name, but it's yam. Okay, and this is what it looks like. This is what the inside of this looks like when it's all peeled. It has like a slimy texture to it, and this is what it is. So this is called yam. So today I'm gonna cook that, guys, and I'm gonna show you a special Valentine's Day meal that you can cook for your husband or your wife. So I'm gonna do that today. I'm also have here some salmon. I'll be making a couple pieces of salmon, and we're gonna season that salmon. We're gonna make our own teriyaki sauce. I'm gonna show you exactly how to make that. It's easy. 1, 2, 3. You're making something special. And over here I have some beets. I'm gonna be making some beets. Beets are very good for you. Now, if you don't like beets, you can use green beans, or you can use asparagus, whatever your preference is, you can use. But I'll be using beets today. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to do before I get started here is put my yams on to boil. And inside this, I'm gonna boil with this is a sweet potato. Okay, so I can have a little sweet potato on the side. So I'm gonna put this in the stove and I'm gonna get this started. Let me do that first. Okay guys, so I put the potatoes on to boil. I put a little bit of salt in the water so we can cook it with a little salt. That's all I put in there. And I put the beets on to boil, but I didn't add anything to the beets. So I'm gonna let that stay there and cook. We're gonna cook the potatoes until they're nice and soft and tender. The beets, we're gonna cook that for just a few minutes because we still want the crunch. We don't want to cook that too soft, okay? So now, the next thing I'm gonna do over here, I have some ingredients in here. This is for the teriyaki, and I'm gonna tell you what they all are in a minute. But what I have here is some fish, some salmon, and I'm gonna season my salmon. And this is the way I like to season, guys, because I like flavoring the food. So I have some homemade seasoning here. I have a channel up there that tells you how to make this if you're interested in knowing how to make your own seasoning with lots of herbs inside of it. That's exactly how you would do it. So I'm just going to season the top of it. I still have the skin on it in the back, so I'm just going to season up the top of it, and that's it. This is how I season this. Okay, so now let's go over to the stove. Okay guys, so now we're going to start off with about 2 tablespoons. About 2 tablespoons of olive oil, or whatever kind of oil you use is fine. Let that get hot for a minute. Then the next thing I'm going to do is take my fish. You can put your fish down with the skin side down, like so. And I'm just going to cook this for just a couple minutes, and then I'm going to flip it on the other side, and then it'll be done. Fish doesn't take that long. Okay guys, so then after a couple minutes, you're just going to go ahead and flip it. And just let it cook for a couple minutes on that side. The salmon is done. It's done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it sitting. I'm going to set it over here for a few minutes. Now while that is sitting there, we're going to start making our teriyaki sauce. Alright guys, so to make our sauce, I I have here a quarter cup of water. I'm gonna pour that water in there. And I have some ingredients here that I'm just gonna add everything to that. So this is a quarter cup of sugar. I'm gonna add the sugar to that. You just mix that up a little bit. This is 1 teaspoon of agave. You can use agave or you can use honey, but use agave instead of honey. But you have a choice. It's your choice. Over here, I have like 1 teaspoon of freshly grated, what is this? Garlic. This is a teaspoon and a half of freshly grated ginger. You mix that up well. I also have here a quarter cup of soy sauce. And this is low sodium soy sauce. So you can use that. And to this, I have here 2 teaspoons of baking soda, cornstarch. This is 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. I'm gonna add to that. And that's it. That's the ingredients I'm gonna add. So I'm gonna mix this up and I'm gonna let this come to a boil and thicken up. And this is gonna go over my fish. And that's your sauce, guys. This is how you make your teriyaki sauce. Okay? So I'll be right back as soon as my potatoes are all done to put this together. Now over here, the yam is finished cooking. I put it in a small bowl for you. So I have some butter here. And I'm gonna take some of my butter. You can use any amount of butter that you want, is up to you. And I also have here a little Parmesan cheese, and I'm just gonna sprinkle, this bowl might be a little bit too small. Sprinkle a little cheese on there. And I'm gonna take my fork and just mash it. I know it's small, I know it's a small bowl, guys. I should use something bigger. I think I'm gonna have to transfer to something bigger. Let me see if I can do this in here. Yeah, I probably might be able to. And you just mash your potato like that. Just mash it. Because it mashed pretty easily with a fork. So you don't really have to have a potato masher. You can if you want to. But it mashes pretty easily right here. And this in the islands is called yam. And I cooked it with a little bit of butter. A little bit of salt. And I just add a little butter and a little cheese, and that's it. As I said, guys, there's no special amount of butter. It's up to you. If you like a little butter, add a little butter. If you like a lot of butter, add a lot of butter. Oops. A lot of butter just gives it a nice buttery flavor. And if you like that buttery flavor, add as much as you want. There's no right way and wrong way about that, okay? And just mash it till it's nice and mashed up like that. Nice and creamy. Okay, good. So now, once you get that nice and creamy like that, leave that there for a second. Now, we're getting Valentine's dinner together, guys. So we're gonna use some beets. I just boiled these beets. You can see they're firm. I just boiled them for like 2 minutes. That was it. Just about 2 minutes, and I turned the stove off. Okay, so that's your beets. We're using beets because it's Valentine's. We need the color. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of my potato from here and make it nice. You gotta make it look pretty, okay, guys? I'm not good at making things look pretty, but I'm gonna try. Put some of your potato there in the center. Okay, and just kind of make it look a little pretty. Okay, guys? And that's your yam. The Caribbean people. Then I'm gonna take the fish. Remember the fish that we did just now? And then we're just gonna take this skin off of it, the skin off the back. The skin just peels right off the back. When you do it with the skin on, the skin just peels right off. So we're gonna just peel that right off. See? Peel the skin right off, guys. And then I'm gonna take the fish and we're gonna lay the fish right on top of there like that. Let me move these things away from here. Then you're gonna take your nice teriyaki sauce that you made a little while ago, and then you're gonna just drizzle it on top of that. And guys, when I made this sauce, I think I put a little bit too much sugar in, so I added a little more water to it. So you use a little less sugar. I use a 1/4 cup of sugar, and I also use the agave. So use maybe use a little less than 1/4, okay, of sugar. Guys, this is a nice meal that you can make for your hubby, your loved one, your husband, your wife for Valentine's. And to go along with that, we need to end it off with a nice glass of sorrel. With this sorrel, you could add anything that you like to your sorrel. I have over here some little sample bottles. I'm not even sure what this is. A little glass of cinnamon whiskey, guys. And you just, this is sorrel, and I boiled that myself. I boiled this with ginger and I put some clove in there and some cinnamon, and I have a recipe up there that tells you how to make that. This is a little packet of sorrel that I bought from the supermarket, and I boiled it and make my own drink, so you can do it too. Get a little bit of whiskey, vodka, whatever you like, and just put a little bit in your drink. And here goes, guys, your meal for Valentine's. I hope you guys can make this, because you see how quick and easy it was. So I hope each and every one of you can make this. Guys, I forgot. I also made sweet potato, but I forgot to add the sweet potato to that. So you can just go ahead, if you like, and add a couple pieces of sweet potatoes, okay? And guys, this is your Valentine's dinner that you would feed your Mr. Right. So my Mr. Right happened to be standing right here, so I'm gonna give him this dinner for him to try. So instead of me trying it, since I cooked it for him for his Valentine's, I want him to try it for you. So go ahead, taste it, tell me what you think.
Very good. Very good.
What are you tasting?
I like the little spice to it. A little sweetness. That is very good.
The beets are nice and firm. Good? Yeah.
Yes.
And the fish
This
has,
is very good.
is the fish spicy? Because it
Got a little spicy out that's coming from the fish, from the seasoning.
Because they yeah. Because we here like our food season, guys.
That's very good.
It's good. Okay,
Right.
but taste the sorrel. I add a little bit of whiskey in there.
All right. See you later. You can have it. You can have it. You want to have this one.
Guys, and that's it, okay? So guys, go ahead and try making this dish for your Valentine's, okay? For your loved one, whoever that may be. I had fun making this for Charles, and I hope you have fun making some for your family as well. Don't forget to share the video, like the video, become one you know may want to make this for Valentine's. So share the video, guys. Like the video, give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget that little bell notification to hit that bell, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed as well. I had fun, and I hope you have fun as well. Until next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.